Anderson Cooper looking. We are apparently live, folks. I think this is it.
Just make it more white and make it look like Anderson Cooper.
No, I'm not making it more white. I'm not making it more black. I'm not putting any crap in my hair.
All right. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. This is Luke Rudowski and Jason Bermas of WeAreChange.org here pretty much for you, the sponsors, the people who allow us to exist as an independent media organization. And we are not live on Facebook. We are not live on Periscope. We are not live anywhere else, especially our YouTube channel, because we're talking to you one-on-one. And this is going to be an interesting video where we kind of give you an insider look behind the scenes to the bread and butter, to how the cake is made. I think that's an expression. I think I butchered that expression, right, Jason?
You butchered it. Yeah, you butchered it. It's how the sausage is made.
Yeah, there's too many connotations for that. Regardless, we're going to be, of course, talking to all the sponsors, taking your questions, answering them. We're going to have a phone number. We're going to be picking a name in this live broadcast for the backup channel, checking out all the submissions people gave us. We're going to look at the analytics, the numbers, and I think it's going to be interesting to also make this a video for Change Media University, because we're going to be talking about a lot of the strategy that we implemented, the difference between why we're not doing a live stream on our main YouTube channel now, and also we should also talk about, Jason, the longer strategy with the live show, because it's fun. I love doing a live show. I love interacting. I love debating. I love off the cuff. You could get a phone call for some crazy random person, or you could get a really good, amazing call from a human being that's going to really put things into context. And I think we should still do it, but on some different kind of capacity. What else we're going to do here is, of course, also show you how me and Jason pretty much do a video. With our new strategy, we implemented pretty much waking up at 12 every single day.
What?
Jason,
waking up at 12?
Starting at 12. Starting at 12 every single day.
Folks, I promise you, I'm not waking up at noon. I don't know what he's going off the cuff. I'm up at like 8 in the morning. I was up at 7:20 today.
Yeah, you're a madman. I don't know how you do that. I wake up at 10.
Yeah.
And I slowly get up, like watch the news, try to have my morning routine. Try to not to look at the TV or the phone. You got to have time for yourself, Jason. You can't be just nonstop in the propaganda matrix, because you'll go crazy unless you have some time and relax and meditate, especially as soon as you wake up, which is very important. So I need my time in the morning. Jason needs like 5 cups of coffee. I don't know why you're drinking so much coffee.
It's not 5. I have 1 in the morning, I have 1 in the afternoon, and maybe I have an evening coffee, and that's a lot. And
that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
The third one is a lot, but the 2 I don't see any kind of problem with.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, each his own. But yeah, I wake up at 10. We usually start at 12, and then we get on a phone call like this, and we just talk. And we're like, okay, what stories do we have? Sometimes Jason picks them, sometimes I pick them. I think right now, with our current strategy, we're doing, of course, 3 videos. We now have 2 videos. We need 1 more video. So we're going to shoot this video today, and you'll see all the behind the scenes, how this video is being made. Jason could explain some of the technical stuff, but pretty much we just get on a Google Hangout, talk to each other. Jason clicks record, and we try to shoot for 1 shot, 1 take, since it's very intensive to create 4 videos literally a day. That's a lot. Jason works for another company Monday. So literally Monday, I'm stuck doing 4 videos, and it's usually my panic time, like, oh, crap, because I can't usually shoot one shot, 1 takes just by myself without having someone to ping off. It's a lot easier just to have a conversation with Jason. But when I'm by myself and I'm like, I'm like, damn it. I started even making, like, for my editing, I started making weird noises just so I could see it in in the editing tool. So I could just literally look at the timeline. I'm like, okay, that's the log. That's the sound I made, or like visuals. So every time I could speed edit through different things. Sometimes I think there's once or twice that I messed up, and there's a segment of a video of me just going, and people are like, or just messing up. People are like, what the hell are you doing? Really just trying to edit down and focus on getting as much content out there as possible, which pretty much is the name of the game. And I think this is why we've seen people like Tim Pool, people like Stuxenhammer, people like Next News Network, all pretty much get a huge following, pretty rise up out of everywhere, because again, they're consistent. They have a lot of content, and the YouTube algorithm complements it and promotes their videos more in their algorithm, compared to, of course, videos that are, more research, more in depth. I remember when I was doing my other videos, it was 1 video a week, and I remember every little detail, adding, jam-packing as much information as I could, speaking as fast as I can. And that doesn't work as well as a natural conversation. That doesn't work as well as naturally reacting to stuff, watching stuff, and also, most importantly, giving off a variety of topics and being topical and being on top of it and being on certain issues that, of course, are just breaking. And to me, unless other people have any other recommendations, I think the MSNBC one is pretty much the top story that everyone's talking about right now. What do you say, Jason? What do you think is the top story? And anything else you want to include with just the breakdown that I was telling people about?
I mean, a lot of it, yeah. Let's just talk about what goes into one of these videos, right? So first of all, at least I do. I try to go through all the different news wires. Let's not only what's trending, but hey, what's interesting, what's good, what do I think will end up trending, and then once you're looking at that, you kind of got to be like, all right, now, and this is a horrible thing to say, Luke, but it is one of those things like, all right, now if we do this, will YouTube promote it in any way? And if we do, if they will, how do we get it to? So for instance, I just want to talk about a backup video we did. I mean, I was all over Luke for days to try to do something on Saving Neverland and Corey Feldman. We're like, well, how do we do it? We know what we can't talk about, and there's a lot of that stuff. So, we made it very vague. It took off on the backup channel. It did very well, but then as soon as someone reports it,
or the AI, so if someone reports it, or the AI YouTube system catches it.
The AI is hard for me on that one because that goes 110K views monetized all the way through. I think it's at like 120. So that would tell me that someone had to manually report it, because I know we were very careful in the way we talked, and we talked about the break of the documentary. But that gets us a very good audience. I mean, when I show people analytics on I think YouTube is flawed in this, but it'll tell you the subscriber rates. So that's great. But had we launched that on the main channel, someone would have probably flagged it immediately just out of our subscriber base, because we have almost 600,000 subscribers on that. And we are climbing on this other one, guys. Thank you very much. I believe it's closer to 19,000 than ever. I think it's like 8. Yeah, actually, it's over 19,000 now. Wow. We were at 18.8 yesterday. So that means we've had a big couple days, which is awesome.
It broke a lot because of, again, a topic that we knew we were going to get hurt by YouTube with, and that, of course, is the yellow vest. Like, I knew. We talk about the yellow vest, automatically we're going to get hit. And we were, automatically. Not a surprise. Obviously, social media doesn't want to incentivize those larger kind of protests and ideas. And, of course, there's violence in them as well. So there's many, many, many different reasons why, of course, they'll attack that. They won't attack certain things. It's a very confusing kind of landscape. But we still did it because I knew that this is an important issue that the audience cares about. And even though it's going to be suppressed, it's still going to help us. And that's why I did the interview with my source. The first time I did my interview with the source before the suppression, literally 1 million views. 1 million views talking to this guy. This guy, of course, is very well connected. He's talking to the organizers. He's there on the ground. He knows everything that's happening with the yellow vest more than anybody else that I have ever met. He wants to keep anonymous because he doesn't want to be reprised against. He doesn't want to be attacked. He doesn't want to lose his job, which is happening. Amazon is actually firing people who participate and support the yellow vest in France. That's another aspect that people need to understand here, the big technocratic status here. I knew I was going to get hit, but I knew this was going to be an important issue, and that's why I put out one video on the main channel, another video on the backup, and then created this kind of funnel system, and that's why we had such a big jump, because we've been doing good the first 2 weeks, Jason. I don't know if you want to show some of the numbers or take a look at them. We were doing really good the first 2 weeks when we implemented this new kind of recycling strategy. 3 videos on the backup, 1 video on the main, so the viewership kind of pings off back each other on the 2 channels. Mm-hmm. That's the main strategy that we're going with. We're going to try it for a month. I think this is the 3rd week we're doing it. But this week we were especially hit with demonetizations. This week, when I was on my own, I did 4 videos. Literally, all 4 videos were demonetized. And again, demonetized. A lot of them are being targeted and demonetized more. And people need to understand, when videos are demonetized, they get hit not only with us not being able to earn income or living for the day, but also the viewership is at least 1/3 of what it would be because it's suppressed. The algorithm kicks it down and makes sure that people don't see it as often as they would other videos that are monetized and content friendly. And of course, we need, to survive. But so far, I mean, the numbers have been huge on the backup channel with just 3 videos a day. We're almost about to surpass the main channel. With how many viewerships we're getting. I mean, we're like, what, halfway? No.
No, we're halfway there. So if we go in, so let's share how we do our analytics here, guys. Well, I guess we'll show you a little bit of this. So when you get into a dashboard here, if you want to go to channel analytics, you just kind of hit here. Now, what's interesting is if I look at, for instance, the overview, right? This is 28 days, but what I'll do is, since we haven't been doing this that much, I'll go 7 days. I'll see what our weekly view rate is. So our views are about 181.7K, which is a little bit down from last week, but still pretty good, especially for the backup channel, where if you looked at that 28 days, again, when we weren't doing these 28 days, here you go. This is when we're not producing content here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, 28 videos a week.
Yeah. But now we are, and obviously it's, boom, very, very, very well. Now, if I change the channel here, I switch the account over to We Are Change. And we'll be in this same dashboard. Actually, let's go right here, over here. So we'll go over here to the analytics. Now we were at like 181 or 187K. So again, obviously this is much steadier throughout, and so many more subscribers and viewers. But here we do 7 days, and it's 342. So we've actually gone over half. That puts us at about 55, 56%, creeping up every day of the viewership each week. And that's also to say, if you look, we didn't have a bang-up week on the main channel, but earlier in the week we had some pretty decent viewerships. Again,
earlier in the week, and we got hit hard. I mean, the last couple of videos, they're like,
they're just off because they got hit. People have to realize that. See, off. And, you saw a lot more green on the backup, but a lot of those were reviewed. We just kind of lucked out. Even, you can't talk about Chelsea Clinton and actually take her side, apparently, without being hit with a demonetization. So, and I know I don't take Clinton's side lightly. Like, that was a whole other thing. I don't want to go over it. I hate talking about social justice warriors anyway. But
yeah, I mean, we're going back and forth on that because, again, like me and Jason, we have different viewpoints, and it's sad, but like, you want to be relevant, you kind of have to talk about it. And our main strategy here is, of course, viewer time. YouTube prioritizes watch minutes, viewer time, how many people actually watch the entire video. So if you have a 10-minute video and people stick throughout the majority of the video, that video is ranked higher, and it does very, very well. If you have a 10-minute video and people only watch 1 minute of it, you're down. The algorithm's going to go down. Your ranking as a channel is going to go down. How many subscribers see your video is going to go down. So this is why we ended the live stream, because the live stream, again, we had okay viewership, but compared to our normal videos, it was hurting our watch time because people would tune in and tune out. And this is why a lot of people have stopped doing live streams, as well as, supercuts being there's a kind of a big cut that YouTube takes, and also deciding which super chats are appropriate and not appropriate, donating them to different organizations is just unsustainable. And this is why we're doing the strategy, because the true fans, the true people who watch us and appreciate what we're doing, they're going to watch the entire video. They're going to want to know everything that's happening around an issue. And this is why the backup channel is doing so well with just 3 weeks of just doing videos. It's almost halfway to where our main channel was.
It's over half. It's over half. Over half. We're at 55.
That's because people are watching the videos and actually sticking through them because they want to. And because of that good watch time, because of that watch minutes, YouTube's like, oh, wow, this is good. Let's make sure people actually see this, and let's not suppress this as much as we would, because a channel with close to 600,000 subscribers, they're like, oh, they have 6,000 subscribers. People are clicking on and off of their videos. People are clicking on and off of the live stream. Again, they're a channel that doesn't have that sustained growth, and YouTube wants you on their platform. They're pretty much trying to be the next Netflix, and they're competing. And that's why we're seeing 10-minute videos. They want people at least 10 minutes. And they even incentivize this where you could put 2 ads or more ads on a 10-minute video. You can't do that on a video that's less than 10 minutes on the platform. And again, this also increases because I remember before the suppression, before the major hits started coming, the hits were always there. But before this major recent crackdown, we were doing very well. This was even before Jason joined the team. I was there with Dustin and Sierra, and we were kicking butt. Holy cow, we were doing so well and so good. There's even an instance in time where like each video was was it 70,000, 100,000 every video we released, and we were, you know, streaming by and enjoying a very comfortable lifestyle. Didn't have to, as people say, e-beg, didn't have to ask for donations. But, you know, with this independent media operation, we need to now do everything. We need to now have T-shirts. We now need to have sponsors. We need to do special sponsor videos, special sponsor live streams, you know, and we need to understand and home in the business aspect as well as the algorithm kind of aspect of this. And this is why we're doing this video specifically for you sponsors, so you get to see what's happening behind the scenes. Again, I'm also going to make this a part of a Change Media University because the game has changed so much. And you used to be able to survive. You used to be able to make a great living, but now you obviously can't. So, yeah, I mean, that's what's going on here. Jason, anything else you want to add? And should we pick a name for the backup channel, or should we just get into this MSNBC video and just talk about that? And how?
Well, I mean, again, we don't really have much of a video. I've got that one very short.
Oh, I got more stuff, and I could just, and you know, we could just take the people along and be like, hey, this is how we make a video.
Yeah.
Because I have a whole bunch of stuff. The best way I usually do stuff is go on Twitter. Twitter's pretty much my bread and butter. I love Twitter. I love seeing people's reactions. I love the GIFs. Jason's not a GIF person. He's not a meme person. I love the reactions. I love the GIFs, but I love the breaking news aspect of it. There's not really a better social media than Twitter for breaking news. And that's why I'm looking at everything that's happening. And there's a lot of reactions about Rachel Maddow. And Jason, I'm going to start sending you links on Facebook. But I think we should start off. You may disagree with me, but there's a video that I just saw that I think is great. It's a compilation of all the mainstream media figures saying collusion, Russian collusion, made into a song. I think Frontier made it. I think it was just on my phone. Let me check my phone really quickly. But I think if you could start the video that way, I think that would be good, unless you have any objections to it. I think we should be totally fine using it. Yeah, it's on my phone Twitter account. Hold on. Did you also see Tucker Carlson sent Brian Stetzler a dozen jelly donuts?
You love Tucker lately. You're really checking out the Tuck.
This is interesting because, like, we do our show, right?
Yeah.
When we do our show, I literally, oh, here it is. We have our point of view. Our point of view is usually anti-establishment. Yours is minarchist. Mine is kind of anarchist. But those same talking points are reverberated by Tucker Carlson the next day.
What, did you tweet that to me? Hold on. Did you tweet that to me and not send it on Messenger?
I sent a bunch of stuff on Twitter. I'm gonna now sort through it and send it to you. Or I just sent you the truth about bachelor parties. No, that's not that. No, that's not that.
What are you doing?
Don't open that one.
I'm not going to.
That's an interesting video, to say the least. I'm trying to copy this here. Share tweet via copy link. That's also a good video you should watch. All right, I'm thinking about starting off with the video that I just sent you now.
Okay.
And then I posted a meme that was pretty good.
Send it to me in the thing.
I sent it to you on Facebook chat.
Facebook chat, the meme. I have that.
The video. The video.
Yeah,
that
I've got the video. I've got the video.
Not the Bachelor. The truth about bachelor parties. Not that one.
So you want to play the video?
I would, if you're okay with it. Like, play the video. Let me know what you think.
What is it?
We'll just play the video now.
Let's see it. Oh, let's see. Here we go.
Sort of collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian metal collusion.
Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, potentially collusion.
Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, collusion. Trump, Russia, Russian collusion. Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion. Russian collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion.
Trump, Russian, possible collusion. Trump, the Russians, collusion.
Collusion with the Russians. Trump, Russia, possible collusion. Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
Trump, Russia, possible collusion.
I mean, we could literally watch this for probably 48 hours straight.
Seconds of it, or 15 seconds, like 30 seconds of it with the Slavs. I love the Slavs in there.
I do like the Slav part. Where are they? These guys, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also sent you one of my tweets. I think we should mention. It's a funny meme, and the caption is important that I mentioned there because again, like I really want to highlight how the Washington Post pretty much put us on a database of Russian agents for not believing Russian collusion. What was that? 2 years ago or 3 years ago? When did this whole Russian collusion thing start?
That's probably 2 years ago. It was before the election. Actually, we talked about it. Right?
Trump got elected, and when he was before he became inaugurated, that's when we were put on a database by the Washington Post being called fake news because we weren't buying the Russian collusion talking points that they were spreading.
That sounds about right. I mean, again, I was very limited at that point. We were just kind of talking. I want to say it was even before. It might have been before Bilderberg 2017. It had to be.
Well, I remember it being in November and Trump already being elected, and everyone kind of being like, it was the Russians. And I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah. So that would be because we saw each other, what, May 2017? Was it May or June?
I don't remember.
It's got to be June, right? Early June, Chantilly?
Yeah. It was after that.
Okay.
Because we were wondering if Trump's going to be there, if Trump's not going to be there.
Well, he had all his fucking advisors there. He had
Peter Thiel,
Liddell there. They just hired. He had Thiel there. He had how else was there? That's what I was getting into it with Posobiec about.
Okay, I want to get next into WikiLeaks, where they talked about they did a poll, which journalist turned conspiracy theorist profited from Russiagate the most, and they said if you vote in the poll. Vote for whoever you want, but there's a outstanding answer.
I mean, there's only one. I don't even know who these three people are.
I don't know who they are either.
Exactly. There's only one. Listen, Luke.
But,
the woman had to cut her trout fishing vacation short because of this. For Christ's sake.
Dude, bring that up. Stop. We want the live reactions.
That's going to be in there.
Live reactions. The live reactions are the best. I haven't even I have not watched. I specifically made sure not to watch the Rachel Maddow reaction because I want it to be organic.
Dude, you can't. But I can't. You can't find anything good. Look, I'm telling you.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to find it right now.
Find me the good one, man.
But by specifically, I was like, I saw the clips going around. I'm like, I'm not watching this. I am not watching this.
Oh, yeah, no, here it is. I got it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're going to play the Maddow clip, right?
I haven't watched it yet either.
I haven't watched it, but let's play it, and let's break it down. And by the way, let's add the fact that Twitter is now censoring this after the Maddow put in this article. Hold on. Twitter usually literally banned someone for laughing. For laughing at the public. This is crazy. And then I want to get into this is a good one. Joy Reid saying that Mueller is now a part of the cover up. These people lost their minds.
You know what? Joy Reid used to be 9/11 Truth, and it sucks that she.
No.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
Hold on, I'm googling this.
Yeah,
right now.
100%.
No way.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. She asked some more than Van Jones stuff.
MSNBC host Joy Reid takes heat from newly unearthed 9/11 conspiracy.
Oh,
this is CNN.
Lukey didn't know he.
No,
I told you, man.
9/11 conspiracy posts.
Yes, she knows. Listen, they're sellouts, bro. There's so many of these sellouts like Van Jones and Joy fucking whatever her name is. I'll call them all out. They know what the fuck's up. They know we're under a tyranny. They know that we're in the Middle East for fuck's sake for nothing but lies. But they got a fucking television show. So whoopity fucking do. Yo, fuck you, Rachel Maddow. I hope one of the subscribers sends this to you. You fucking cunt.
That's not very diverse of you. That's not very inclusive.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'll say the same thing.
I'm gonna throw it to you to introduce the Rachel Maddow, and you introduce the Trout thing before or after.
All right, so hold on. Let me get these things in a row, bro.
But I'm getting all the other videos to go in line. The Zero Hedge article, Joy Reid claiming that Mueller is now a part of the cover-up, and again,
where do I see Joy Reid? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that in my? You just send that Twitter style and not the other way?
No, I'm sending everything through Facebook.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't see this Joy Reid thing yet.
It's a tweet by Jack
Oh,
Probiotic.
it's the Jack tweet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then after that is the Defend Assange campaign. I'm going to get into that. But what else do you want me to get into?
Hold on, I got to stop with. I got to stop it.
Possible Trump collusion.
Trump.
Let's start that for like 20 seconds and then cut it, and I'll be like, and I'll introduce the story.
Okay. So are we shooting this?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Put a
Let me
hat
just
on.
finish reading.
A little bit. See, the folks can see, as a 40-year-old man with gray hair, I'm also oily. Oh, this is what you pay $5 a month for, folks.
Yeah, and if you're
That's how
lucky enough,
glamorous it is. I got three kids in the other
Jason
room.
will send you the the sweat cloth if you request it.
I don't need a sweat cloth, bro. It's all natural.
No, there are no sealed indictments per law enforcement. No, there are no indictments. There are no sealed indictments.
You know, the other thing I want to get into this is I wish this would end the Q sanity out there. Is it over? Is the Q sanity officially over? Can we all agree?
What did Q say? What did Q even say about
all this?
the
It was
Russia-
all supposed to be a cover so that they could arrest Hillary Clinton and John McCain. Don't you know John McCain didn't really die? John McCain was executed at Guantanamo Bay for his crimes. According to the Qage. I mean, the insanity goes further.
Hold on one second. I'm just reading stuff right now.
Okay.
Seeing if there's any other take to get on this, anything else to understand, because I set myself a couple notes.
I can talk all day about this. This bitch fucking crazy. Dude, we're going to watch the video and break that down. That's probably going to take for how long? See, I'm glad that maybe some of our members watch this, because this is the banter we have before every video, just to give you an idea of how long it takes to shoot 4 of these that are between sometimes 10 and 25 minutes long when it's actually shot. There's probably a good, and again, usually I've already read a lot of this stuff. There's a good hour that goes into just about each one, If you do it, so you edit it, you're talking about another hour plus for editing a 10-minute to 15-minute product if you're lucky. So now you got all that other time into it, and then the editing process, and then you second guess yourself all the time. That's kind of why I do like going live. Not only being accustomed to it from a talk radio standpoint, but you just keep going. If you make a mistake, you stumble and fall, you get back up, and you just got to keep running with it.
Trust me, if there's anyone who stumbles on their words, it's me. And he's got to force it through and be like, you just push it.
Well, that's
through.
why over on my my personal channel, I don't really have time to do anything. If I decide to do one thing, I just fucking flip it on and I roll with it. And it's like, all right, we'll see where we go from here, folks. I don't know. I got some articles up, just fucking power through. Oh,
yeah. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, you gotta power through it. And listen, I'm happy there's a platform like YouTube. I was listening to an interesting Rogan podcast. I don't know who the guy was with him. It looked like a young comedian actor, but he's like, "Yo, Netflix is done." And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? He's got a point. He's like, big deal. They have all those subscribers. They're 10 billion in the hole, and they've got somebody. Well, think about this. They're.
You said Netflix.
Well, he was talking about how somewhere down the line, like the next 5-10 years, Netflix will be done. And he made some really good points. You can actually check out the JRE clip, just like Netflix will go under or whatever. But he was like, look, Joe Rogan doesn't get paid anything up front from YouTube. Joe Rogan puts out a 2 to 3 hour thing every single day. Millions of people are watching daily. And Netflix invests $100 million into a show that has 8 episodes that maybe they can get, a tenth of like the country to start talking about. And he's right. And that's why YouTube's model is actually great if they would stop censoring people. Hey, Google, come on, man. We're just trying to save humanity here. What's wrong with that? I want to save them from
Google
your dark
doesn't care
AI
about that.
overlord
Google wants
programs.
to monetize it to, obviously benefit themselves. I mean, I think they started with good intentions. They even had
did.
it,
I think
don't
so,
be
too.
evil. But I think they definitely got changed over time.
Well,
from
YouTube especially, because YouTube wasn't them. They bought YouTube from some, college students that had invented it. And then Google Video just tried to clone it and basically give people like me access to like the director's features that were very slim at the time on YouTube. But the big feature was you could upload something more than 10 minutes long. That was huge. And that was a game changer. And that's when you saw some competitors to try to get in there. Blip TV was one. Vimeo is one of the last platforms standing. But, this is the game in town, guys. YouTube ain't going anywhere. And especially, hey, YouTube, not when you're producing quality content like Cobra Kai. Can't wait for season 2. Love to do a cameo.
That was good. I was surprised.
Season 1 was awesome. It was great.
Yeah. I didn't want to like it. but
I
liked
wanted
it.
to like it, but I ended up loving
really
it.
good.
It was excellent, and those are some of my favorite movies as a kid. Oh
Yeah.
oh, dude, they're my
And
favorite.
I think it still had the good, wholesome kind of overall message, which you find lacking from mainstream media.
Listen,
especially
if there
nowadays.
wasn't the scene where and it's a funny scene where Ralph Macchio mistakenly walks in on his his daughter, thinking like she's gonna blow this guy, I would let the kids watch it because it was pretty much that wholesome. Like it wasn't over the top. You know what I mean?
No, I would not. No.
Why not? What else could you think that was objective in there? There's no sex. There's no nudity. There's limited cursing, if anything.
What you said. I objected to what you said.
Yeah,
even
well, that's
if
why I
was-
said I didn't let them watch it. Like that was the only thing I could find that I was like, what? I don't wanna,
okay.
Yeah, I don't
I
want to
thought
have
it
to
was
explain
an
that
or
scene.
if kind of thing. I misunderstood you.
Yeah. That's easy, guy.
I'm ready to go if you are.
Yeah, I'm
but
totally
let's
ready to
start
go.
off with like 20 seconds of that clip with the Russians.
Should we do it? Should we do it
and
with
then
us?
I'll intro it, and then I'll throw it to you after I talk about WikiLeaks put out a poll saying which journalist turned conspiracy theories profit off the most from this Russiagate. And surprisingly, the answer with tens of thousands of votes is Rachel Maddow with 83 votes. There's also a viral video that Twitter's trying to censor right now, going around of her right now. Jason, do you want to intro that clip? And then you could talk about the Trout thing, and then we'll just go back and forth after that. But play it by.
So am I starting with the clip or with you?
Start off with the dancing techno clip.
Okay, but should we
30 seconds?
Should we include ourselves like look at the screen? Should we include ourselves like this if we started out like this?
Yeah, start off like this.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll intro it, and I'll be like, the biggest establishment government conspiracy theory, the most widespread conspiracy theory, was just exposed as a complete lie.
All right, get ready. Here we go. We can get some funny faces as we watch this.
Russian collusion, Trump, Russia, possible collusion,
Trump, Russian, possible collusion, Russian collusion.
Trump, Russia,
The biggest, most widespread establishment conspiracy theory has just been exposed as a total lie. And of course, I'm talking about the Mueller investigations, the allegations that, of course, Donald Trump colluded with Russia to win the presidential election, which again, didn't take a genius to call it out. We've been calling it out for years from the very beginning, but right now we finally have its end. The investigation is over, and simply not one single American was charged, was indicted, or convicted for conspiring with Russia to influence the 2016 elections. Not even a low-level volunteer. The number is 0. There are no sealed indictments on the record, according to law enforcement, and many people are feeling more cheated than, of course, the Fry Festival. As people are memeing this into oblivion and videos are going viral, especially with Rachel Maddow, which we're going to get into a little bit, videos are going viral that Twitter is even censoring. The situation is absolutely insane. And Jason, this feels kind of vindicated. I feel so vindicated by this because it was kind of very, very dangerous. It was very tumultuous, especially after Donald Trump got elected. This whole hysteria started spreading that Trump colluded with Russia. And I'm like, no, look who's he appointing into his administration. Look at the bigger geopolitical picture. Look what's happening in the world. No, it's not true. There's no evidence. We started investigating, looking into this. And anyone who dared question that narrative that Trump colluded with Russia was slandered, was libeled, was defamed. We were in a whole dossier put on by the Washington Post talking about how we were Russian agents for simply questioning their lunacy, which now we're finally vindicated on. They were the ultimate establishment conspiracy theories that wanted war with greater implications of just what people are saying, even treason right now. And again, people like other journalists, like other pundits, like other spokespersons were being banned for spreading fake news. When will we have any accountability for one of the biggest events of fake news being spread? Of course, a bigger agenda. I think this is very close to what happened with the weapons of mass destruction, just on that same level with how toe-to-toe, line by line, the establishment was reading the talking points and going along with them, even though it was absolutely insane. Now, WikiLeaks just put out a poll on Twitter saying which journalist turned conspiracy theorist profited from Russiagate the most. And, not surprisingly, outstandingly, the votes are in, and it's 83% for, of course, Rachel Maddow. Jason, there's also a very interesting clip going around with Rachel right now. Do you want to intro it so we could go over it? And again, me and Jason haven't watched this clip just so we could give you the reaction as live as we could. Go ahead, Jason.
You know, before we get to the clip, you got to understand, folks, she was probably pretty emotional because she was torn away from her trout fishing vacation. This is a headline. This is a Newsweek headline. Mueller report forces Rachel Maddow to cut trout fishing vacation short, but anchor says, Luke, it's worth it. Listen, this is history. And I'll tell you what, I've only heard the rumors. I saw a very, very short, poor clip of this. This really is going to be a true reaction. We have not watched or analyzed this yet, so folks, here comes the gravy train with biscuit wheels, because we've been telling you for months that this was all bullshiz.
For years.
Stuart, for joining us this hour. I will tell you what Chris is referring to is that a couple of hours ago, maybe even less than that, I was standing knee-deep in a trout stream in Tennessee. But now it's Mueller time. And so I'm in a studio in the great state of Tennessee. The trout are basically just as safe as they were when I was flailing away at them ineffectually this afternoon.
It's like psychotic laughter. It's psychotic laughter. You could see in her voice and her tone, she's like, I messed up, guys. And she's trying to laugh it off with the insanity. She's crazy.
This is some crazy talk. This is some crazy talk.
But now it is, listen, this is history. This is a reason to stop fishing and go to work. Our job tonight, as a country, sort of, or at least what everybody in the country is going to be doing tonight, is trying to figure out what it means that the report of Special Counsel Robert Mueller has finally been submitted. We've heard it said so many times that it was imminent, that it was done. Maybe it was already done and we didn't know about it. Finally, it's happened. In terms of what that means and what Mueller found, we know only the smallest little bits. This is the start of something, apparently, not the end of something. I mean, the logistics of today, at least, we know a little bit about. At 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the staff of the House Judiciary Committee got a call from the Justice Department that somebody would be bringing a letter from the Attorney General. I'm sure they all immediately guessed what that letter was. A Justice Department staffer or messenger of some kind. All we know is that she was wearing a North Face jacket. She brought...
Let me stop it there. This is like it's over. Look at this. Like, she's talking about a North Face jacket. This is a rambling mess. She will not come to grips. Notice what has not been said. There will be no more indictments. There will be no more charges. I didn't hear that come out of her mouth. Did you hear that come out of her mouth?
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't see any like legitimate context here, except for that someone had a jacket. Come on, Rachel, let's get to it. Let's go. Let's keep playing this.
In fact, 2 letters to the committee in 2 separate manila envelopes. That was just before 5 o'clock Eastern time. Our assumption is that there were 2 envelopes and 2 separate letters because that was 1 letter for the Democratic chairman of the committee and 1 for the Republican ranking member of the committee. The chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Democratic Congressman Jerry Nadler, was at his New York office. He was not in D.C., so the committee staff quickly made a digital copy and got the letter to him that way. We know those details thanks to a Judiciary Committee spokesperson laying out that process. We know that is how the House Judiciary Committee was notified this evening that Special Counsel Robert Mueller had completed his investigation. We are assuming that a similar process, or at least a process with the same effect, also unfolded at the Senate Judiciary Committee around the same time today, but we don't have the same kind of readout about that process.
Oh, I just want to stop it here because it's about 10 more seconds.
She's filibustering. She's filibustering.
Filibustering. She hasn't said anything. There's been nothing of substance that's been said here. Well, Jerry Nadler, who wasn't in his regular office, he was in another office, and there was a girl in a North Face outfit. By the way, there were 2 envelopes, 2 manila envelopes. I would assume one was for the Republican, one was for the Democrat. Listen, I was trout fishing. Do you understand? I was knee-deep in trout. And this is a mentally ill person. What are you doing on television if you are so thoroughly invested in a falsehood because of party politics and your effing paycheck, Rachel, that you're even trying to report the quote unquote news?
Rachel, come on, let's bring us the news here. Come on.
And so we know the logistics of how we got the notification that it ended. And obviously right now we have mostly just a ton of questions as to what Mueller's report says, how complete it is, who gets to see it, who gets to decide who gets to see it, and when. But after 2 years of almost entirely just questions about what Mueller is doing, I mean, some answers will start to emerge.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely insanity. She's like an abusive, partner trying to make sure that you don't dump them. There's other footage of her with literal tears in her eyeballs. Not talking about the most important aspects of this. Twitter is even banning people. Twitter right now is banning people for laughing at this video with her tearing up, which is absolute lunacy. I mean, let's play a little bit of that clip on Zero Hedge here. But again, the lunacy doesn't stop here. There's other people like Joy Reid on MSNBC that are now claiming that Robert Mueller is a part of a cover-up. Like, these people have absolutely lost it. Malcolm Nance, again, on CNN, decrying. Why isn't WikiLeaks indicted? Why isn't Julian? What does that even, like, what are you even? This just shows you the disdain that they had to, of course, anti-establishment voices that were actually providing important information, targeting, of course, WikiLeaks, absolutely having this lunacy, but they lied to you. Let's make it clear. They lied to you for 2 years. Day in and day out. They knew they were lying. They were being called out that they were lying, and now they have to face the music. And instead of facing the music, they're talking about trout fishing, all these other confusing dialectics, the sports jackets, and all this other bullcrap. But the reality of the situation is now that this investigation is over, it's being handed over to the Attorney General. The Attorney General will now have unlimited pretty much time. He has a long time to release the information, release the findings of this investigation. But we are hearing from some sources that this new information may even come out tonight, Saturday night, as early as some of the major conclusions from this entire investigation. So how long it will be until the official details of this report come out? Well, we'll see, but it should be very short. The bigger takeaway, again, Jason, no indictments, no collusion with Russia, no proof of that. They've been literally chasing an MMA fighter, Stormy Daniels, a porn star. They've been following that closely, investigating that, going after, again, big PR manipulators like Roger Stone, Jerome Corsi. But again, no collusion. That's the big takeaway here, Jason. Anything else you want to say?
Well, the other thing that I would like to say is that if you check this out, Corsi says he feels vindicated, and I understand why he does feel vindicated after all. Like, that makes sense. It seems like all these... Listen, they got Manafort because Manafort was a lobbyist and a criminal. Corsi, may have lied, may have done some questionable things, but never on the level of Manafort, right? Roger Stone, yet to be seen. None of it to do with Russia at all. At all. And the other big thing that
Jason, I just sent you a video really quickly. Let's try to load that up. But you're bringing up a very important point here. The people who were charged for basic middle management corruption, white-collar crimes of messing up statements and tax evasion. Is that a surprise that powerful people do that? No, that's what they do all the time. The legal law code is so confusing, convoluted, that, again, all we're getting is mistruths and, again, just a total distraction. Sorry, Jason, I cut you off. I sent you a little clip that I think we should play on Facebook. Anything else you want to say? And can we play that clip?
Yeah, we'll definitely play this clip. There is one other big point that I do want to make. Now, I think this is the one where the girl cackles at the end that I was telling you about. So let's do it.
I like the cackles.
Bill Barr stopped Mueller from doing. And that's fascinating. Everybody would like to see that from Robert Mueller as well as from Bill Barr. But at this point, it's only Bill Barr who is speaking on Mueller's behalf. Robert Mueller is still, at this point, publicly silent, as he has been from the very beginning. Although we'll have more on that in a moment.
I'll bet you'll have more on that, Rachel. Now, Luke, and listen, I know you're basking, and I've had my fun. I'm no fan of Rachel Maddow.
People should feel sad, too.
I don't know about that. I do think there's another group of people that I hope that this brings them back to reality. Listen, all of you people that were invested in Vladimir Putin literally taking his iron Russian grip on our election system and crushing democracy, and out came Donald Trump. Now that you know that is a falsehood, come back to reality.
Yeah.
Hold on. At the same notion, all of you morons out there that believed that Q had sent Robert Mueller in a secret James Bond-like style to get indictments on Hillary Clinton, John Podesta. You that believe that John McCain was given a secret trial and assassinated at Guantanamo Bay for treason because of Mueller's investigation. Listen, it's time to get off the meds, start jogging in the morning, and start having some discernment. All right? Make some goals in life. Stop being so gullible.
Jason, you're going to get me in trouble. I disavow.
Disavow all day.
Anyway, but again, you brought up an important point. There's crazy theories out there, but again, let's bring it back home here. The biggest conspiracy theorist was the people purporting this lie based on no evidence, knowingly for a bigger political agenda for power, and they did this and they lied to you for themselves. Rachel Maddow, all the other establishment, all the other politicians should be ashamed. They should have their nose rubbed in all of this bullcrap. Some people are feeling sad for them because I don't know if this is a symptom of mental disorder, but this is absolutely insane. And again, this is a huge disservice, not only against the right-wingers and the Donald Trumps and the conservatives. But this is a huge disservice against any legitimate criticism against Donald Trump, which couldn't be talked about, which was silenced because of your absolute lunacy. And again, people weren't taking any criticism of him seriously because you guys were so stupid. But again, you guys were so stupid. The actual things that he should be held accountable for, he will never be because of your ass hattery. So that's my take on it. Jason, cut me off if you want if you have something else to say. But on that note, holy cow! Thank you for being a part of independent media. Thank you. Finally, we're finally being proven right. Finally, the mainstream media has been exposed for what it is. Just a pack of liars, and that wouldn't be possible without you guys supporting us, donating to us on wearechange.org/donate. And that's why I love you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechange.
And that's how the sausage is made, folks.
The QAnon people are going to go after us again.
Good. I'm glad. Come get me, please. Yeah. I'll keep trying to talk sense and facts. I'm standing by that one like a fucking rock.
I totally am there, but I think there's better fights to have.
No, I'm not trying to fight with anybody. I'm trying to tell people to get your fucking head out of the clouds. You out of your fucking mind? It's Listen, it's so destructive.
On another level, I do think though that there's like a certain psyop aspect to it that promotes it, and and wants people to feel like we're always being attacked by them, and they could also be bots. That's another aspect that I think we should entertain here, that I think would be good to kind of think about, because it could be all fake people with one computer, one or a couple government agents being like, let's just make this thing more popular than it is. That could be also one take on it.
And I'm sure that's part of anything that's getting promoted. Folks, I'm hoping that this is going to be enough for everybody. We've been at almost an hour. Do you got anything else you want to do? I got to cook dinner for children. That's what I do.
We have like 10 more minutes. Let's just go over and pick a name for the backup channel, maybe.
Okay. You know what I like? I looked through it. You got to go over.
I got to find it.
You got to go to community. It's probably like the second or third post down.
Hold on 1 second. So you just go to wearechange.org.
You go to youtube.com/wearechange. YouTube. It was on YouTube. I put it in the community there. youtube.com/wearechange.
I'm in the community section now, but I'm in as the backup channel. Okay, 245 responses.
Yeah, I know. I told you it's a lot. And I scrolled through a bunch of them.
It should be UR change, spare change.
No.
I kind of like spare change a little bit.
The best one I saw is Change Unchained, and we can get that one.
Change Unchanged?
No, Change Unchained.
Okay. It's a little bit like, for my Eastern European, English is a second language, ESL self, it's a little bit hard to pronounce.
I get it. That one I thought was the snazzy.
Unhinged, unchanged, change, unchanged.
No, Change Unchained.
See the problem? Hey guys, subscribe to Change Unchanged here.
Change Unchained. We are Changed Unchained.
Changed Unchanged here.
I think that's the strongest one. I don't know who said it, but it's
we were changed. You've changed, man.
Here it is, fellow citizens.
Generation change, change united, change nation, revolution change, change of perspective.
Oh, how about Polish big dick energy, Luke? They've got that one for you.
Which one?
Polish big dick energy.
I like that. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back. Thanks, guys, for watching the Polish Big Dick Energy. Subscribe, stay tuned for more. Click the notification button. I like that. I wouldn't be against that one. Declaration of change, induce change, initiate change, demand change. Now, the whole change thing was. I'm so pissed off because We Are Change came out way before Barack Obama. Ever since Barack Obama started using those words and those keywords, everything just started going. It started getting more confusing. We Are Change bomb shelter backup channel. No, you don't like that one?
Bomb. What are you out of your mind? Algorithm.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Dan Dix is also. People should know this. Dan Dix is also getting in trouble because his name is Dix. And I'm like, Dix, stop, Dad, stop putting your name everywhere, dude.
Hey, I like that one. That's not terrible. News for a change. With a 4 instead, right there. You see that one? News for a change.
News for a change. I like that.
That's not bad. Write that one down. I like Change Unchained. I'm sorry you can't pronounce it. It's a good one. But
News for a change. I like News for a change. Change Unchanged. I can't pronounce it. I'm ESL, dude. English is my second language.
I get it.
I need something that I could say. Don't forget to subscribe for News for a Change.
I like the one, that's not, News for a change. But we have to go News for a change.
With the number 4?
Yeah, it's the number 4.
What about just 4, F-O-R? Is that
I don't like that as much. I think that makes us look snazzy.
This one's good. Luke Rudchansky.
I saw that one too, but we can't really do that.
Luke
Rudchansky, yes.
Are we changed yet? We changed, spare change and hedge. The audio. We have a great community. I love these people who are giving us all these answers, especially the creative one.
Those two are good.
Face. Huh?
I said those two. I like Change Unchained, and the News for a Change is very good.
I'm not gonna go for News for Unchanged only because I can't pronounce it. The other one's pretty good. It's not bad, but let's go through all of them.
I'm looking through it. Hey, we're sellout for chump change. I have changed. Those could be many.
We are not changed.
Changeable. Changeable.
I like that. Changeable.
No.
It has like the audible kind of aspect to it.
I don't love it. There's no way we're picking this in 10 minutes. Me and you will fight over this
Game of Thrones
forever.
review. We could troll everyone and just call it Game
Americans
of Thrones
of Change, AOC. I like
What?
that.
What is it? Say it again.
Americans of Change, AOC. Get it?
We could call the channel AOC. Great, good for
I'm
analytics.
sure she's
and
got
ratings.
it or someone's got it.
We are back. We are back up.
I don't know. I see.
You
it.
don't like We Are
I
Back
see.
Up?
It's all right. I like News for a Change is a lot better.
I think that's good. That's a good one. Who sent that? Let's give him like a care package. Let's give him a
Well,
T-shirt.
again,
a
I want to
mug,
use the 4 number. It's Anthony Oni. I wonder if he's an Oniana guy.
Can you message them as the? Are you logged in as the We Are Change channel or
Only
as
as the Pulse
Change channel?
How much the Pulse Change?
Okay.
Doesn't have any content. I don't know that. I think they have
You
to have
can message
content for you to
them.
message them.
Let's-
I don't know if
let's-
there's a direct message feature anymore on YouTube. I've been looking for it. It's not. I can reply to his message.
Yeah, reply to his message and be like, email Luke at wearechange.org with your address. We're gonna mail you a care package.
So we're gonna use the News 4 and then a change.
No, not the number.
Come on! First of all, we don't know what's
The
available.
number?
Let's not promise anybody anything because we still have to look it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why do you want the letter 4? It's going to be so confusing.
number
typing
4,
it
it's
out.
not a letter.
When you're typing on mobile, like you need to put like 3 different buttons just to get the number 4.
Because it has a good look.
Use 4 a change now. Just make it 4.
I'm sending,
FOR.
I'm sending it to you the way it looks. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind. We'll fight about this off the air. What do you think? We've been talking to no one for 55 minutes.
Yeah, but again, we're gonna
I know, we're
download
gonna
this
upload
video
it
and
to
then
the member
upload it to the
sections.
sponsors.
Yes, it will
But
be in the communities.
Let's first upload it. Let's first upload the main video to
Yeah,
the
well,
back.
that'll take a while, but yes. Okay. Are we good?
News 4 change. Okay. All right. Let's. All right, I agree.
Yeah. News for a change. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Thank you so much. Yada, yada,
Hit up
yada.
that guy. Let's mail him like a care pack. I got him a bunch of stuff too. I got like flags, mugs, T-shirts, stickers, coasters, We Are Change logos, paraphernalia, whatever you want. Hit me up. Thank you so much for being a sponsor, being here with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the backup. Maybe if you guys respond more and talk to us more, we could do, or if we have more sponsors, we could keep doing once a month kind of live streams like this where we talk to you, give you the inside. Let us know. Please talk to us. Twitter is the best way to communicate with us. Luke We Are Change is my Twitter. At Jason Burmis is yours, Jason. So reach out to us. Talk to us. You guys are sponsors. We want to make sure we have a good relationship with you guys. You guys are keeping us running, and that's why we want to show so much appreciation to you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing us to exist. You guys mean the world to us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to say, Jason?
No, sir. We'll see y'all later.